Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to show you every single team I'm going to use for a PvP this week. Done this last week and it got a decent response, but people did say they preferred a more detailed description of how each team worked, so that is what I'm going to do. Be a slightly longer video, but if people want to see a more detailed description of the teams, then absolutely fine. So first up, we have a Bay of Stars with the troop restriction of Stryx. So a really good no-mythic team here. I'm going to show some no-mythic teams here at the same time this time around. There will sometimes be better variations of the teams that I've got. I do put them together quite quickly, but hey, they're working, so all is good. But 3 times Finesse and a Wand of Stars is a really, really good way to go about this. Finesse does damage to an enemy and a random enemy if the enemy uses yellow. Deal double damage, and we're going to get a lot of yellow enemies here because there's Stryx is forced upon us, so this is a really good way to ensure you get double damage. And if there's a storm, give 6 mana to all other allies. The cool thing about having multiples of these is, because they only use 11 mana, is they'll just cycle through each other doing damage, giving that 6 mana to all others, and then you just cast the next one, they give 6 to them, you cast that one, that's give 6 to them, and it'll just rotate. As soon as you've cast 2, it's filled up the other 2. So they just get to cast back to back. And Wand of Stars is a really good way to go about this, creating 6 elemental stars, bless all allies, or create 7 umbral stars, and curse all enemies. You normally use the Nimbus bow with this, but the Wand of Stars is very, very good for this. So if you haven't got the Wand of Stars, chuck in the Nimbus bow instead. Going to be in Stormcaller class for this. Resilience, gain 8 life, Purification, really good. Cleanse myself on 4 or 5 gem matches. Thunder Fist, all yellow allies gain 1 magic, really good. Fey Vengeance, verify a random enemy when an ally dies. I hope you don't have to make use of that. Gale Force, all yellow allies gain 2 attack. Lightning Strike, explode 1 yellow gem on 4 or 5 gem matches. And Stryx Commander, all Stryx allies gain 1 attack every turn. But obviously the cool thing about Finesse as well is that awesome gift of Finesse. Give 4 to all skills on all Stryx allies when matching 4 or more gems. 3 of them, that becomes 12 skills. 12 points to all skills. Absolutely crazy. And we have one of these up top because it reduces damage from skulls by 50% and deals double skull damage versus yellow enemies. So let's jump in. I'm going to go for a +2 banner for this on the yellow side of things. So +2 yellow, +1 purple, -1 brown. You can have just a +2 yellow. You don't have to have another plus and a minus because we use all the colours anyway. It's just, don't know, decided to be different, I suppose. Right, so we are looking for, there's not a lot of yellow at the start. We can certainly look for a double drop of any sort to get the Wand of Stars up. By double drop I mean basically a drop which basically guarantees another one. Not seeing anything immediately right now, but there usually is. I'm going to look around for this. Becomes like a mini game in itself sometimes. I think there is one here somewhere. I'm just not seeing it. Right, so we'll just see that, see if we get a blue. Well, we got a double drop anyway by fluke, but we didn't get an extra turn out of it. Never mind. Right, let's get the Wand of Stars up. So all these 4 matches start pumping up the power of our team. And when you get these mana generation potion things going on where it just goes nuts and generates mad colours, this is really good for our Finesse because they just get powered up so quickly. Right, so we'll bash him with some double damage. Didn't quite kill him, but we got that powered up next time because the way it gives 6 to all other allies and just yeah, rotate round. So straightforward, it is quite ludicrous. And that is that one done. Move on to the next. Right, next up we have Winter's Reach with a Fey restriction. Let's take a look. Going for Eruption of Roses, Mistralis, Forenza, and King Oberon. Lots of different ways to go about this. Don't mind this one though, because King Oberon gives us a 50% start with mana for Fays, which is good. And that life and 5 magic can actually come in handy. And the enchant as well. I cast him basically when I've cast these first 3 and I didn't get a 4 match with Mistralis, then I can cast King Oberon and enchant the whole team. But Mistralis will get a enchant all allies on 4 matches anyway. Chip in with some splash damage as well as jumble the board and gain an extra turn. So Really cool for that. Firenza can do some nice damage to all and has a summon, which is really cool. And she creates one Fairy Fire gem when her turn begins, which is actually really good, because when we blow up those gems with our weapon, we're going to take out those Fairy Fire gems, boosting our damage, which means our Mistralis and Firenza do extra damage, which is very nice. So the cool thing about this weapon as well is it's got tangling as one of its upgrades. So when we cast this, we entangle that top troop, making us safe from skulls. Going to be in Hierophant for this. Going to go for Resilience, Purification, Brilliant Aura, Fey Vengeance, Healing Herb. And you don't really need that one because I don't think... No, not that one. Sorry, this one, Fireblade. But the other two, actually, we'll have... Yeah, we'll have that. That makes more sense. What was on that for? I don't know. Anyway, it's there now. Right, banner for this, a +2 blue Giants banner because we use every single colour. Alright, let's jump in. Gonna power up the team, do that damage, use King Oberon if we need to get the enchant. Right, we are frozen on blue and red, so we can take that anyway. Well, we may as well chip in with some nice quick damage. Like that. Right, so let's get the weapon powered up. Let's give them a bit of that back. Seems like they thought they'd do it to us. Right, so let's explode them green gems. That's charged up our Firenza again. So Mistralis hasn't got going yet, but she'll be ready next round, so that is all good. Let's do that damage again. Those Fairy Fire gems really helping out with that damage. Extra damage now from Mistralis as well. There we go. One of their lot has been sorted out already. Can we make use out of this? Can we make it drop down anywhere? We'll grab that first. And a bit of that. Let's charge up Mistralis again. That Fairy Fire again. Really helping out. Let's take out that dangerous troop at the top. Oh, hello, Mistralis is showing some resilience, but it'll do her no good. Oh, 77 altogether. Not enough to completely take her out. So, what should we do? Let's soften her up first. There we go. Bang. And on to the next. Next up we have Aidania with a brown restriction. Right, going for Wand of Stars, the Grey King, Morthani's Darkness, and the Ghost Queen for this. The Ghost Queen giving all undead a 50% start with mana, and also steals 7 mana from an enemy, then steals life boosted by purple gems. Stealing life is effectively true damage, remember, which is really cool because these two do true damage as well. Want the Grey King up first and foremost, as far as we can, destroying all gems of a chosen colour with full match. So basically you get those colours, but you want to do it basically on brown, because remember the restriction is brown, so all the enemy is going to be brown. So when we cast this on brown, all enemies that are brown take magic based true damage, then are mana drained, silenced and frozen, completely messing them all up. Really, really cool. So we'll start with the Wand of Stars to get that going, then Morthani's Darkness can chip in, stealing life from 4 random enemies and has a summon as well, and that will often finish off those troops at the same time, which is really cool. I'm going to go in Tidecaller class for this, just don't know why. Why am I in Tidecaller class for this? Is there a technical reason? Probably for Deluge. Oh, we got a nice 50% start anyway, don't need that because we get it anyway on the mana source. That's because when an ally dies, I may as well have that one then. Oh no, because we're in Tidecaller class, we're not undead. Probably for the Deluge. I'd imagine I'll pick that. And just to be different at the same time. Right, maybe I haven't played around with that one enough yet, I don't know, but it will still work. +2 brown banner for that, because basically we want to pick brown as much as we can. It's an all brown team, and we use all the colours with Wand of Stars. Still second guessing my Tidecaller choice on that one. Interesting. We'll see how it goes in the battle. Right, so we're going to take that absolutely straight away. Thank you very much. There's a huge bunch of red here, which we may as well take. I've just seen the level of this team. It's just kind of... I just wondered why that top troop just died. Okay. Well, in that case, we may as well just get the Grey King up there, not bother casting the Wonder Stars because we don't need to. And kabooshing everybody out of there. Apart from the Valhawk who's appeared. Being annoying. Get out of it. Spoiling my killing everybody fun. Well, let's do another one because that was a bit silly. That's a little bit better. So again, let's grab one of them. Let's got the Wonder Stars up straight away. If this doesn't stab us in the back, we're going to get going really, really quickly with this. Don't need to actually take another risk with the Wonder Stars. Might as well take these because they're there. That's actually got rid of somebody straight away. So even if the enemy had got going, it doesn't matter. We can cast this on Brown. They're mana drained, silenced and frozen. And now Morthani can mop up. Nearly. Very nearly mop up. Not quite. Mopping needs some skills. In fact, the Grey King says, "Oi, don't try and steal my glory. I'm the main dude here." He probably says it in a more grumpier voice than that because he doesn't look very happy. But anyway, on to the next. Ancient Khet Construct. Oh, this is a fun team. Wonder Stars 2 times Empress and Ares do like this one. Wonder Stars does the Wonder Star stuff. You know what it does by now. I've said it about 800 times. But the Empress. Magic +1 to all skills on the last ally with a 7% chance of an extra turn for each green gem on the board. And good tarot is very nice as well. 2 of these actually means you can often cast these really quickly back to back, giving a double boost to Ares, who will deal that amount of damage to the first enemy at first, which is not that much, but once it's boosted by Empress, it goes through the roof. And when they die, because it's not if, they will die, explode 8 gems, which will often charge him up again, letting him just cast that continuously, one after the other, just ramming everybody into utter oblivion. This is why I don't mind these troops when they first come along. This is one of them troops that got basically slammed, no pun intended, when it first came out as a mythic, because everybody said, oh, it's not powerful enough, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, yeah, but in a team like this, if it was more powerful in the first place, it would make it just ridiculous. Like, beyond ridiculous. That's why some mythics, I think, aren't super impressive absolutely right away. But we'll be in Geomancer for this. Really nice class, 50% start, so that means our Empress start off with 3 out of the required 6, and Ares gets going as well. Really, really good class. And we'll have Impact, we'll have Amber Mastery, we'll have Anti-Magic Spear, Tactician, Rock Solid, Tree of Knowledge, and Fortitude. Right, oh, I just said a rude word there by accident. Oh my god. Anyway, Woodland Banner, +2 green. Get our Empress ready nice and quickly. That's nice match there at the bottom. Oh my god, I said the T word and bottom virtually in the same sentences. Turn nearly adult. No, it hasn't. I'm being silly. Right, let's cast Wonder Stars. So we got both our Empresses up straight away. Ares is currently doing 105 to 211 to the first enemy. Obviously, this is enough to deal with this enemy. We'll grab that first just because it's there. Lots of green there. Means we've got a 84% boost effectively on that. Extra turn. Second one's ready. Bingo bango. Now look. 305 to 611 on the first enemy. You ain't going to make it. Didn't quite self-charge my Ares, so we'll take that manually. We'll do that again. Didn't anywhere near self-charge that time. God. It's annoying when these videos actually don't perform quite as well when making a video as they do when you're actually testing the team. Come on, Ares, charge yourself up at least once, fella. He didn't, but trust me, sometimes he will. Quite regularly as well. And done. Boom. Exploded more than 100 gems. Next up we have Central Spire. This is where you can chuck out your most powerfulest, most meanest Stellarixy, Diamond Chainery team, something like that. Going with the annoying 2x Tax Shaka Stellaryx Wonder Stars team, Tax Shaka has a chance to charge up our troops immediately because of that create a ×3 wild card when its turn begins. We get 2 of them, and it can do true damage to an enemy and a random enemy as well as create a huge mix of blue and green. Stellaryx just goes mental, doing huge amount of damage to everyone, can self-charge and do it again, and Wonder Stars just gets going quickly for our team. So +2 anything you like banner for this, and we're going to be in Geomancer again with the standard Geomancer traits we had before. Alright. This will either be like a quick win for you or a quick loss sometimes, especially if you're against a similar team. Like my Stellaryx didn't get charged then, and if you're against another Stellaryx team and they got going instead, they can do the same thing that you're trying to do to them. But yeah. A really good team when it gets going. This is where Tax Shaka comes in handy. When you've got these submerged allies or enemies like that, you can still bash them out with a Tax Shaka. Pretty cool. But it's a bit of a risky one because if you face a Stellaryx team, then basically, yeah, they can do to you what you're trying to do to them. Next up we have Southwild Green. What we got going on here? Wonder Stars Empress Aquaticus Stellaryx. This is just a mad way of getting Stellaryx to go absolutely insane on power. We've seen what the Empress does already, giving magic +1 skills to the last ally and a chance for that extra turn. Aquaticus is here simply for that submerge all allies when matching 4 or more gems. No other reason. She may finish off sometimes and steal the glory, but she's there to basically hide from troops like Diamantina and from Stellaryx. A lot of Stellaryx teams are out there. If we get a 4-match, we're basically going to submerge the team, make us safe from them. Stellaryx isn't here. They've got Sitharask instead, which can kill us outright instead. But again, yeah, same idea. Charge the team up quickly and go mental with Stellaryx, but with a massive boost of power. The banner for this one, I've gone for +2 green again. In Archer class, the advantage to this is start battles with 50% mana, 15% chance for skull damage to be lethal, and we can start with the enemy root trap, which is really nice. Create a leaf storm from the start, a wall of vines, got a chance to dodge skull damage, and the last one didn't really matter. Right, let's jump in. Let's see how this one goes. Oh, we've had another Valhawk pop into the fray. Right, we'll take these extra turns while they're there, obviously. Submerged the whole team already, so if you were against the Stellaryx team, then basically we're already going to be safe from his damage. Right, so Stellaryx is nearly up, but I want to get the Empress up, so I'm just going to do this manually, without casting Stellaryx immediately. So you don't have to cast Wonder Stars just because it's there. It can backfire, but now we've got it. One is currently doing 156 damage to all. Bang that. 306 damage to all, he says, nearly squeaking his voice into oblivion, just killing everybody one shot. And it got self-charged, absolutely obscene. Ridiculous, pure filth. What's next? Geheron, a purple. Wonder Stars, the Grey King, Stellaryx, the Leprechaun. Oh, they've got the same team over here, look, but we've got Stellaryx ahead of the Grey King. The reason why, ooh, excuse me, I prefer the Grey King ahead of Stellaryx is, because if we could get the mana, I'd rather it feed into the Grey King straight away, because then I can just do that. I can just mana drain, silence, and freeze you all straight away. So I'd rather him had first dibs on the mana. Stellaryx does the huge damage. Leprechaun gives us the fast start. A fairly basic way this works. When we cast a Grey King, we'll be casting it on a purple to make sure we affect the whole team like that. Again, a Tide Caller class for this is there for the Deluge. Let's show that just ever so quickly. +2 purple banner for this. Tide Caller class. Really good. Explode a blue gem when matching 4 or more gems. Submerge myself when I take damage. And we can have Snap Freeze, Insulated, Anti-Magic Sphere, Mana Source, Deluge, submerge a random ally in 4 or 5 gem matches. Don't ignore those 4 matches. They're really useful defense against Stryx teams. Water Mastery and Mystic Channel. Right, let's see how this goes. Come on, Grey King. See, we've got a really good chance of get going first, though. That's annoying that Grey King is one of the ones that is frozen, and brown is the extra turn colour. So there's an okay amount of green there. Let's risk this, see what happens. That worked out okay. Wonder Stars is up. Let's get started. Oh my goodness gracious me! That's the thing that can go wrong with the Wonder Stars. It is doing that a lot more often lately, the Wonder Stars. But Grey King is up. This is where we can fight back with great vengeance and furious anger. We'll do this on purple, Stryx. Sorry, mate, you ain't got no mana. You're screwed, mate. It's all over. Wonder Stars, don't do it again. God damn it. Thank you. Right, so you can... I prefer to use this rather than the Grey King. I mean, rather than Stryx, and we can just finish off with Stryx or the Grey King. In fact, it's all about the Grey King, so let's do that on there. Oh, and he still survived. So Stryx is going to steal the glory. What the absolute fidgety fudge. No, he's not, because it requires 2 things. Grey King. Yes, I will. I will steal the glory. Oh my god, I'm going mental. Anyway, yeah, it's alright. Might be a true damage troop, which is better than Stryx in that team, because of those reasons I just showed there. Can take multiple casts, even when they're near death. Broken Lands, construct what we got going on here. Okay, you can actually use the same Aries teams I showed earlier for this, but this is basically showing a different kind of way to go about it. If you've got Ruby Macaque, you can do the same kind of thing, but with the Ruby Macaque, you can bash up this true damage to obscene levels again with 2 times Empress and Zernabug up top. Creates 10 brown gems and explodes magic +1 gems, charging up the team really quick, creating a load of brown, creating a dust storm every single turn, which is brown. So let's see what we've got going on here. Geomancer class, standard set of Geomancer stuff, exactly the same as it was before, and no need to change anything, I don't think. And the banner, I went for a +2 brown, +1 purple, -1 yellow. So like I say, you can go with the Aries Wonder Stars thing that I showed before. This is another way to go about it. Looking for purple if we can to get this top troop charged up straight away. Do it this way because I don't want to give them a extra turn Skull Bash. I'll grab that because it's there. Grab that because we're going to create a load of brown anyway. Right, let's charge stuff up. Right, so we got an awful lot of green there already. This is almost going to be a guaranteed extra turn already. The boost is 98. We're currently doing 63 true damage to all of our... I didn't actually mean to press that. I pressed that by accident. Didn't realise I was going to kill everybody. Well, that was a terrible demonstration. Let's do that again. Right. Okay. Didn't notice how much power the enemy had. Right, they're a bit more powerful this time. Let's try the same malarkey again. Right, Macaque is already up. My 2 Empresses are already up. These are going to give Macaque an awful lot of extra power. Not that it needs it. But yeah, I can cast these now back to back. Currently got 63 true damage. So, boom. Macaque has been powered up to 111 true damage to all. But we need to get it to, what, 143 is the strongest enemy. So let's do that again. Bingo bango. Didn't get the extra turn. Do we care? No. 159 true damage to all enemies. One bamboo, one bamboo. Get the fidgety fudge out here, you lot. Right. Enough talking about Macaque. And on to the next. We have Stryx. This is probably going to be a remake of the Finesse team from before. Yeah, you can use exactly the same team, so no need to go over that again. Exactly the same team. Exactly the same benefits. Exactly the same goodness. Right, so let us may as well get going with a bit of this. Yeah, you do that because you're going to be dead anyway, mate. Don't you worry about that. Alright, so let's have one of them. Using yellow, so they get double damage. Anti-magic sphere means they survived. Oof. But not for long. Those 4-match things from all those random cascades just pumps up our power. Look, absolutely crazy. This is the way that people are choosing to go with the restrictions and things like that, choosing these type of gems. So basically, gives us a crazy amount of power, and it's a good way to go about picking your team. They get those benefits from 4 matches, making the team stronger on every 4 match, things like that. Exactly like this team here. And no mythic required. Right, Summer Isle. Is this the last one? I think it is. What team is this? Elemental team. One for Amarok, Wonder Stars, Mistralis, and the Maraji Queen. Maraji Queen giving us a 50% start in mana. You can look out for that green gems to Doom Skulls. That can come really in handy if Amarok gets the Devour, because when you devour a troop, you get to absorb their attack, armor, and life at the same time. So if we get a Devour, our skull hits are going to go crazy. We can look out for them with the Maraji Queen. Mistralis can chip in with some damage, giving us them enchantedness effects on 4 or 5 gem matches, with the Wonder Stars boosting up the team as it ever does. So let's take a look at the banner. Plus 2 red, lots of red if we can. Elementalist class, no brainer when you got to pick this when you're going to be an elemental anyway. Stun, freeze, burn, and entangle a random enemy when matching 4 or more gem matches. Very powerful, especially if the enemy didn't pick Wonder Stars or doesn't have one. They can't get the easy cleanse. Snap, freeze, insulated, stone circle, watery binding, rock solid, stone mastery, and fortitude is what I've gone for. Let's see what happens. I want to get my Amarok up nice and quick if we can, but if not, I'll look to get up the Wand of Stars and see what that does. Not seeing any immediate double drop again, like one colour that leads into another one. But as I don't like being told what to do, I will do the opposite of what the AI says, and I get a skull bash from my bother. Alright. Right. So this is going to get Amarok up, but the boost isn't going to be very good at the moment because you need to get some 4 matches to get that going really. But if that doesn't happen, then hey ho. What can you do? Boost is 20, so yeah, very low chance right now. I'd rather cast this, see if we've got a little bit of luck on some 4 matches and things like that. Right, this is where these gems, these like red potion gems, can really boost up this kind of thing. The boost has now gone up to 44 because we get to that burn and stun a random enemy by matching 4 or more gems. You've only got like a couple left to do. So let's take this just for fun to create loads of red to help out Amarok. So now the boost is 68 because the Devour chance is boosted by red gems and burning gems. We just created loads more red. So this is like a really good chance now to get a easy Devour. Let's see if we can chomp them. And we've got 134 skull damage at the same time, which is really, really cool. Let's chuck in some damage from them. Look around for some green to skulls. If that's not going on, we'll take a normal match. Should have taken a look at that for that green match before, actually. But yeah, we can do this with the Maraji Queen anyway, because don't want their Essence of Evil casting. So let's make sure they're gone. Again, we've got massive skull damage because of the way we just got that Devour. And what should we do? Should we just get a normal red match there? And Amarok maybe have the glory. Quite a lot of red there. Or should we give it to Mistralis? Should we give Mistralis a chance? Go on. Oh, she only hit twice. She's my Mistralis is the laziest one in the game. She really is. I think I've only hit like 4 times, about twice ever. It's always 2 or 1. Rarely, sometimes 3, but super rarely she hits 4 times. But anyway, that is my teams that I'm using for PvP this week. If you enjoyed this video, it'd be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button. Feel free to share the video as well. It's that kind of thing which helps the channel out a lot. And thanks for watching. Bye for now.